It's Mana Reads. How's everyone this Saturday morning? Thank you for joining. Doo-doo. No one is here as of yet. Oh, hi. Um, this is Mana Reads. Thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoy the live. And this is my first time, so I'm like super nervous. So, feel free to comment down in the comment section so I can, answer your questions. Yeah, so I wanted to, try to do this because, you know, for fun, I guess. And also, just to talk about some BL that we're watching, to get some excitement going. I just finished watching Your My Sky, so that was exciting. That episode is really episode 8 was just kind of filled me with a lot of anticipation and joy. I'm so happy that it's doing well. Yeah. Hopefully you all are having a good Saturday. Mhm. Um, Sorry if you're hearing some noise. I live in a house with people. So, I do this in my living room. So sometimes you hear a bunch of noise. So I do apologize, but hopefully it's not too distracting. Let's see. Yeah, so I just finished watching Your My Sky. I'm, very terrified about what's going to happen with Dome and V. I just don't see how they're going to get out of that situation or how it's going to resolve peacefully. Considering that I feel really bad for his sister, for V's sister. I don't know how they pronounce it really because it's either we or V, but like people in Twitter say V, and then I heard it on Vicky today, and they kept on saying we. So it's just like, is it we or V? Like somebody needs to tell me. Like somebody needs to let me know which one it is, so that way I can pronounce it correctly. Because that would be helpful. Yeah, so yeah, so today's episode was really good. Like that show is just actually really amazing. Like now that I think about it, because it's like it's a high school show, or no, it's a college show. But it like doesn't feel like a college show. Like it doesn't feel like a typical like My Engineer type show, or a show that's like based in like university, because they don't really like go to class. I guess I don't know how they're all passing their classes or whatever, but like you don't see them in school ever. You see them like doing, their different field things. Honestly, I was watching the episode today and I've never been more invested in a basketball game in my life. Like I just don't care about basketball in my real life, but watching that game today on Your My Sky was like, I was so invested. Like I needed them to win. Spoiler alert though, if you haven't seen the episode, they won the game. um, but yeah, I was just like, can you guys hear me okay? I don't know. I think you can, but if I need to adjust my mic, or I'm having audio issues with my mic, but I bought a new one, so I'm hoping that kind of fixes the situation. Anyway, yeah. So I was watching the episode today, and it was just really, it was so good. Like when Thorn like made that shot in like Tumfa like rebounded, and you can see the look of like just complete like I love you on his face was just like so cute. Oh my god. And I literally like I nearly almost cried when he like left the basketball tryouts and went to the game like last minute. I was like so like I was like literally cheering in my bed because I was just like, "Yay, you made it! You're so in love." I don't know. I just really, I know that like Tempha and Thorn are not everybody's favorites because they're just like not as problematic, I guess, or I don't know, but I love them a lot. Like I love that couple because they're just so cute and they're like so good at actual communication. I mean, even though like Tumfa is kind of quiet, like they really understand each other, so you don't really need like that much talking between them. But it's sorry about that. We're just gonna wait for that to finish. I apologize. I'm living in a house with people and they make noise. So I'm sorry about that. um anyway, hopefully they're done with the blender. I am covering so you don't see my mom in the background. Anyway, yeah. So Tumfa and Thorn are actually my favorite couple, FYI. So it was Shane and I. They're still actually like my second favorite because they are so cute. I'm also just really glad that A decided to like open up and to, accept, saying after all, because he's like, you know, I think it'll be really good for A to have that experience. But also, I just think that it's very cute that, that he just decided that he was going to go for it and not be scared of, what could happen. Because sometimes you just need to take a risk, right? Like, you can't just live your life always like kind of in the shadows and just like, oh, like I'm so scared of being hurt or whatever. You can't really do that. I mean, you can, I guess, but at the same time, it's like, you want to be able to experience life. But that scene was super cute. Like when Shane's coach was like, "Okay, I hope you'll be together forever. Like, get on the field now." That was really cute. Here, My Sky is like really very adorable. I actually really love the show a lot. And like I haven't felt this way about a BL like since UWMA. Like everybody, like if you follow me on Twitter, by the way, follow me on Twitter at Fluke National if you haven't already. But I just really enjoy that this drama a lot. Like, and it's on the same level that I enjoyed UW made. Like, really on the same level. I really adore like all the couples. Like, there's no like, even though I say like Tumfa and Thorn are my favorites because they are, but like at the same time, I really enjoy all the couples and I love all the dynamics. Um, so today on the episode, if you haven't seen it, just spoiler warnings. V and Dome were at the race, and they V was like waiting for the baton, and he got a panic attack. Like that's the only way I can describe it because that's what it was. Like it was a panic attack, and he missed the baton and ended up like being like hyperventilating in the practice room, I guess. And I felt really bad for him because I've been in a similar like I haven't been in the exact same situation, but I've had panic attacks and I know that they can be really bad. And so like I understand, why it happened. But I'm sure, well, I saw the preview for the next episode, so he'll be fine. But I'm really next episode is going to be even better, I think, in terms of like the relationships. I know that Tumfa and Thorn are going to get a little. They're going to get a little. They're going to get a little busy. They're going to get a little busy. So, so that's going to be interesting. I really just enjoy the fact that they're progressing at a good pace. That it's not too fast, that it's not too slow. It's just right, and like I'm actually really happy that they resolved like Sean's anyway, an A's situation quickly. Like they didn't let it drag on. Because sometimes in like dramas they like tend to drag on the tension for like more episodes than needed to really, and so it's just like you don't need to do that. Like if you have a good story and if you have like good actors that can do it well, then you don't need to drag on the drama for like various episodes. Like it was like, okay, like this is the conflict, we're gonna, and then this is the resolution, and it was in the same episode, so that was actually really impressive. I'm really impressed with the Y team, because they seem to know what they're doing, like even though it's like their first show as far as I'm concerned. And so it's really amazing that they're able to do a good show with like actors that haven't really acted before. I think like Tay is the only one who was in like Why Destiny. I didn't see his performance in White Destiny, so I'm solely judging him based on what he's doing on You're My Sky. Um, and he's doing an amazing job on that. So I'm very impressed with the drama. Um, yeah. So if you have any questions, or if you want to know my thoughts on a particular thing, you can leave a comment down below, and I will respond to your comments, or you know answer your question. um, so anyway, I want to know what you guys think what's going to happen for episode 9. I don't know how many episodes there is, but it looks like it's ramping up. So I'm really very curious about what's going to happen with Dome and V, because it looks like their sister is also V's sister is also along for the trip, and that's going to be sort of interesting. I wonder if she's gonna catch on. Really, I don't think she's caught on yet. Really, like I don't think that she's realized what's happening with V and Dome. I mean, I don't know. I feel like she might have inklings or whatever, but like, who knows? What I have no idea what's gonna happen with that. But you know, I hope that we figure that out. So yeah. Oh, there's my chat. I was like wondering. Let's see here. I am yet to watch episode 8, but I'll do that after the live. Yes. Can we? Oh, yes, we can hear you perfectly. Great. I'm sorry I'm late. Needed to switch devices. Oh, that's okay as long as you're here. Um Thank you all for joining. I was sorry. I'm super new and I'm super nervous, so I didn't see your comments. I'm sorry. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, or if you guys want to know like what I think will happen on episode 8, drop them in the comments, and then, and I'll answer. I guess I should write a message. Thank you all for joining. Do you guys like the music? Or can you guys hear it? I'm trying I'm trying not to be nervous. um anyway, thank you for telling me not to be nervous. Um I don't let's see, how do I think it'll end? Mm, I think with Tumfa and Thorn, I think they're going to play on the national team together and possibly win the gold medal or whatever. I don't know how exactly it works in sports ball, but I think that's what'll happen. With Shane and I think, obviously I has that scholarship in Japan. So I think that they're gonna do the long distance thing. Or like at least try. And then maybe, I totally see Shane being the kind of person that will just like pack up and just like move for that person. So I definitely think that that'll happen. Um, with Dome and V, it's kind of hard because like they have that situation where, where V has his sister, and you know that needs to get resolved. I think they'll make it. I definitely think that I definitely see them going to Japan together. Like I definitely see that happening for them. Because a granted is a very introverted person and he's very like closed off, but I think with him accepting Shane today and just like finally thinking like, okay, I'm gonna try this, like I'm gonna do it and like not worry too much. I mean, he's still probably gonna worry, but I think Shane is gonna be obviously the lead in that situation and be like, I'm going to Japan. Like I'm just going. So I think he'll probably end up going to Japan. Whether or not, they talk. I mean, I'm sure they'll talk about it. So, I definitely see them going to Japan and like living happily ever after. I'm more concerned about how like I said, how Dome and V are going to end because I don't see how they get out of that situation, because I like the reason why V had that panic attack was because his sister was being very attentive and saying that it wasn't his fault and like just being a supportive sister. um and so I think that's why he went into that panic mode because he's like, I'm a terrible person because I fell in love with my sister's boyfriend and I don't know what to do, but I'm trying to like not, you know I'm trying, like he's really trying not to give in. So you got to commend him for that. But, obviously he had that giant panic attack where, and, Dome was not helping the situation. So I think that's why they like let him out of the room. It's top points for that boy who is on V's left, I think, for like noticing that. That's a really good pickup. So yeah. Um, so that's what I'm really worried about in this because I have no idea how that's going to end at all and how they're going to resolve that peacefully. I don't think that they will, to be honest. So they might not end up together. I know I'm breaking a lot of hearts because I just don't see how they will. Really, because V really loves his sister, and I don't think he would be willing to hurt her that way. But I could be very wrong, like I could be really, really wrong. We'll just have to see about episode 9 because they're all going to the beach. So, but yeah, that's the thing though, because like she's gonna be there at the beach, like I don't, like it's just crazy, you know. Um, I don't. I want them to do a special. That would be really cool if they did a special. Like, where are they now? I know. If you guys remember, this was like a long time ago. If you guys remember seeing Make It Right, and they did special kind of. It was like Make It Right, like on the beach or something, where I mean, they did focus mostly on Boom Peak. I forgot what the characters' names were already, but then they caught up with all the other cast members and like, I mean, so that would be cool if they did that. I would really like that. I know a lot of people would really like that in general. So I hope so. That would be actually really neat. If why Destiny, if you're listening to this live podcast, please make a special episode of Where Are They Now so we could see all of them in love. Or I don't know, see what happens with V and Dome. I really think that V needs to just find somebody else. uh yeah, they Make It Right. It's an old BL. I guess I don't know. I feel like 2016 isn't that old, but I guess in like BL land it's pretty old. That means I'm like super old. When did I get into BL? I think I got into BL right when I saw Trapped. So when was Trapped? I think that was like the first like actual BL that I saw. And I saw that on Viki. And do I think there will be a season 2 of You're My Sky? Um if it does well enough, um because that's the thing with things that get season 2s, right? It's like they have to do well enough for the sponsors and for the investors to think they deserve a season 2. Um and I really don't know, like I really don't have like I don't know the numbers to see like how well it's doing to say like, oh yeah, they could get a season 2. Um I don't know what would they do for season 2 though. If they resolve like if they resolve um Tumfa and Thorn, there's nothing a whole lot to resolve there. They're just gonna win, or they just need to win the national championship or whatever. And then with Shane and I, it's basically them moving to Japan. Um, and then yeah, so then and then Dome and V situation. I don't know. I mean, I guess you can try to make a season 2 out of that, but I don't think you should. To be honest, I don't think you should. That's the thing about good shows, right? Is that they don't necessarily always need like a second season. Um because it's like if they resolve everything correctly and if they do it right, then you don't really need a season 2. What I would like instead of a season 2 would be like a movie. That would be fun. If they did a movie and like included like some more scenes, that would be fun. Like I would be fine with that. That's the thing. Like Together got a movie. And if you like Together, that's great, but I think they could do something like that. And I think people would really enjoy it. Um, you know, I know I would. Would you guys want to see a movie of You're My Sky like they do in KBL Land? Yes, no, maybe. um, yeah, so I would want to see a movie of You're My Sky and like have. I guess Dome and V could be the main pair in that one to like resolve any issues that they don't. But they're doing such a good job of resolving the conflicts. I know, Natalia. I know you watch everything. But that's okay. That's why I love you. So that's why that's why that's why we're friends. So you can tell me about these things that you watch. Um let's see what else. So I would definitely I would definitely want a movie of You're My Sky. Um so maybe if they get enough views and stuff, then they'll do it. Um Natalia's making her own hashtag in the chat. Hashtag no taste Natalia. Yeah, I think so. I think with Y Entertainment, I'm hoping that they do more series, you know, and not necessarily with all the cast, but that they do more series like after Your My Sky is successful. Um and then they can have a cameo, or they could have like the different pairs like being different BLs, um or different series. That would be cool. I don't know how big Y Entertainment wants to be. I think they definitely want to compete in the game, and I definitely think that they can. I really want to see them succeed, because I think with more competition and more options people have to watch is the best way to go. Um, but yeah, I definitely want to see Boom and Jump in another series together. I think like Boom and Jump's actual chemistry, like if you watch any of their IGs or watch some of their footage outside of the show, it's just great. Like they have so much amazing chemistry together. In like and Boom is exactly like his character. Like he just has so much energy and is like such a puppy. I really do call him a puppy because he just has that like, please play with me, please pay attention to me. And he's such a flirt, Like I've seen him in different like situations and he just goes for it. And he always looks like he wants to like eat Jump alive. So that I would like to see them and do something else. Maybe like a comedy. There is a BL comedy that's out. I think it's like One Dow, Diao, and they're releasing it. I think on YouTube now, or is it on Viki? No, I think it's on Gaga Lala. Sorry, it's on Gaga. How many of you guys have a Gaga subscription or canceled it and now are rethinking their life choices? Uh, I have a Gaga Lala subscription and I've never closed it because I was just like, I figure once Line TV like closed, I needed somewhere to watch BL. Do you guys like my cup? I got this on Thai CD. Like, I realized that I could have gotten a cup way cheaper. Natalia. Natalia has a subscription to everything. I'm sorry. Some of my lights are flickering, so I'm not sure what's happening. So I apologize. It's not this one. I think it's my actual camera. Like my actual light. Let's turn it off. Okay. Yeah, I have a yeah, this is from Oxygen. I'm sorry, it's a messy cup. I apparently don't know how to drink things, but you can see the puppy. mm, I don't know. I'm sorry if it's technology. I know. This is my first time. Is it really bad? Is the flickering really bad, guys? Like, is it distracting at all? Well used. Yeah, I mean it is well used. I love my cup. Okay. As long as the lights aren't too distracting, then that's fine. Um, so the next thing that I wanted to kind of go over is or not go over. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad it's fine. Um, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is or I guess we could talk about um is Not Me. Have you guys been catching up with the series at all? Like, are you guys like caught up? Are you guys like what episode is everybody on for Not Me? Natalia. Yeah, I love Not Me. It is such a good show. Like they took a Got Seven fan fiction and just completely made it something wonderful and beautiful and just so exciting. Like, oh my god, episode what was it? Episode 10 was just heart pounding. I honestly like I yes, angry social justice puppies. That's exactly what the cast of Not Me are. But I honestly like went into that show with very I don't want to say low expectations, but I didn't know what to expect because the trailer was like, oh well, this seems kind of neat. Um, but then like the show actually premiered and it's just been so amazing. Like they have really taken a lot of social justice issues and made it relatable. Yeah, the activism, the story, and the white and black are so different. And they yeah. I mean, I don't know how it's gonna end. I don't like I want them like I want a happy ending, but like realistically, if you were in that situation, I'm not sure how they all get a happy ending. Um, but yeah. That'll be interesting to see how they actually manage to resolve all those issues. I mean, obviously you can't resolve like social problems, right? I mean, you can, but like in a show, it's not like the bad guys go to prison all the time or, the social problems get addressed because they're very large or they're very large. Why is she a class traitor? I don't explain. She's pretty rich. She's pretty well off. I don't see her being a class traitor. She's very in the upper class. I don't know if you're talking about the novel. I didn't read it, so I don't know. I know in the novel it's like way different because I know in the novel, she was actually not like she didn't start off with money. So I guess that way then she could be a class trader. But in the series, they just made her rich all the time. So like in that episode where she's talking to White and she's saying like, yeah, I know it's you because you're my son. And it's like, well, you haven't actually seen your son in like 10 years or something. Yeah. I mean, she would throw out her son. I mean, she did, right? Because, Black didn't agree with her at all. And, they ended up having a huge fight. And, that's why Black is living on his own or whatever. Um, yeah, I don't know how she thought, like, I don't know why she, like, that's messed up, like, actually, if you're a mom. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a parent. So, like, but I do have, like, a niece and nephew that I really adore and I love. Like, and I couldn't imagine just, like, even if they did something that I didn't like, I couldn't not imagine just being, like, disowning them or whatever. I feel like that's something that, I don't know. That's kind of terrible. Actually. But yeah, so when she was talking to White and she was all like, "Oh, I know that you're not Black." And that scene was heartbreaking though because it's like, you haven't seen your son in about 10 years or 20 years and, instead of like embracing him or instead of like, you know, just talking to him, you just go into like this whole thing about how society is the way it is and you shouldn't try to change it because that's just how it's always going to be. Is like fucked up. And I was just like, wow, that's really heartbreaking. Like, and look, and it was just heartbreaking, right? Because it's like she didn't care and she didn't like, she didn't like say, oh, I'm sorry. She's just like, oh, you're going to see. I'm like, you haven't seen your son, lady, in like 20 years. Like, at least give him a hug, or like ask how he's doing or what the fuck. I don't know. But yeah. Um, that is like heartbreaking. I'm gonna keep repeating because that's heartbreaking. But what the other heartbreaking thing, and I admit I like fast forwarded this part because I didn't want to see Sean get beaten up at all. So like I fast forwarded it to like when Black went to go meet Sean. Like I didn't watch that part because I was just like, I can't. Like I will literally just like break down and like be in a blanket and just cry all day. So I didn't want to do that. Um, so I kind of skipped that part, but I know what happened. And again, terrible. Like Black is such a different character. I mean, I don't know if she, was hopeful. I think like for I think because I used to work in government as well. And so and you first start very idealistic. You want to do good and you want to do well, but then there's all these people that believe in the status quo and that want things to stay the same because that's how they stay in power or that's how they figure that things are always going to be. And yeah, it can wear you down. Like it can make you very cynical. So I don't know if that's what happened to her. Like I don't know if she was ever idealistic that way because they don't show us her backstory. They just show her now as an adult and working the system and living in the system and just deciding that it wasn't worth the effort. So yeah, it's just I Gunn is such an amazing actor. Like I've always known that, like as I seen his work, like he's been amazing in anything that he's ever done. There's the Blue Hour. That's a really fantastic movie. There's chocolate and the gang. No, not chocolate. Cherry and the gang of something. It was like Gun played like well, so he was playing like a middle class boy, and then he fell in love with this with this guy who was like a pimp and and then got turned into a whore. Like Cherry and the Gang of something. Anyway, yeah, he was really brilliant in that. Like that movie was okay, but like Gunn's performance always he always delivers. So I didn't think he wasn't gonna do well playing twins. And it's really exciting to see how different they are. I know that they, are called White and Black, but you could see it. Like even within the first 5 minutes of like Black appearing, like after he woke up from his coma, and he immediately like took back his life. Like he didn't even ask questions, or he asked a little bit of questions, but he was just asking questions as he was like removing things off White. And that was really impressive. Um and like even like his like acrobatic stuff that he does with like the fighting, like Gunn's a small dude, like he's just a small dude in general, but like he works out, like he's really physically fit. So like just seeing him punch all those guys with a baseball bat, is if you hit people with a baseball bat, is that considered punching, or that's bludgeoning, right? I don't know. I've never hit anybody with a baseball bat. So is that different? Is that bludgeoning? Somebody tell me if that's bludgeoning. Anyway. But yeah, it's just really cool how Gunn is able to do that. Oh my god, and Off's acting, like let's just like I mean, Gunn's always been really great, right? But Gunn's acting has like gotten so much better. Like from Puppy Honey to like now. Oh my god. It's amazing. And like he really put a lot of effort into playing Sean, and he got really hot. No, no punching? No, or you're saying that you don't like punching? Jocelyn, are you saying that you don't like punching, or it's like, or that's what it's called? I don't know. It doesn't matter, I guess. But yeah, I just love Off's character. I love Sean in a way that I didn't think I would, because like when I first started the series, I was just like, oh, yeah, Avi's doing phenomenal. Like no one, I mean, I feel like they're giving him some credit now, but like in the beginning they were just talking about Gunn, but like Op is really just outstanding in this series. Like he's really giving it his all. And people are commenting that, before he would have. Yeah, we don't see Gunn like in the gym, but I know that he does go. Maybe he just doesn't like taking those like gym selfies. I don't know, because not everybody, I'm sure they all go to the gym, but not everybody like likes, that to be like the main focus. He always does his action scenes quite well. You're right, Aniola. Um, he always nails them. Like any action scene I've ever seen him in, um, he's done it exceptionally well. So, he obviously goes. Um, but he just maybe doesn't like showing off that part. Yeah, I was really impressed in the trailer with him as well, because like I didn't think Off could do that range, you know, because he usually plays. I mean, I to be fair, like I've only seen him in his BL roles. I haven't really ventured into his like Het series at all, so I don't really know how he does there. But when I saw Puppy Honey, when I saw Theory of Love, I mean, yeah, he was good. Oh, he bludgeoned them. Thank you. Thank you, Joy, for clarifying that when you hit somebody with a baseball bat, it's bludgeoning them. I just wanted to be accurate. Um, yeah, so I saw him in Puppy Honey. I saw him in Theory of Love. And so I just thought like he was okay. Like, obviously Gunn just outshines everybody, but so, I was like, okay. But yeah, when I saw Off doing Sean and like really keeping up with Gunn's acting, I was really impressed. It was just like it was really amazing. And he's doing such a good job. They're all doing a really good job. Gunn just likes to keep his cutie image. He does. He really does though. Like if you think about like all the selfies that he does and like all like the videos that he's been in, like when they you know what show I actually really miss that they used to do? Off Gun Fun Night. That show was wild. Um yeah, he does like to be, he does like to be seen as a very cute, boy or man because he's an adult. Um I mean, he's still younger than me, so I technically I could call him a boy. But anyway, we'll call him a man. Yeah, he does like to be seen as a very cute man, but he's worked out like he's really built under there. Um, so it's just surprising me. And people they don't see it like until like he does like any like photo shoots like for magazines and stuff. And then I think there's just one photo shoot where he did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. First and Gawain. Let me finish my thought and then I'll get to that. First and Gawain. Um, where Gunn was draped like in an American flag for reasons, I guess. And oh my god, like he was built. He's built, and it was hot. Sorry. Okay, I'm not gonna simp on my YouTube live. Sorry. Yes. But first and Gawain, getting back on that because I saw that comment. Yeah, that tension is amazing. I mean, to be honest, like I didn't see the shipper because I was like I'm not down for that type of deal. So I didn't really know about First at all until I saw Not Me. I was like, wow, he's really good. Too, they're all really good. I mean, it's Gawain and First and I always knew that Gawain could bring it because I saw Dark Blue Kiss and they were honestly like my favorite. Like him and Pod were like my favorite couple in that, even though they didn't get that much like screen time. Oh my god, their storyline was amazing. And I'm really sad that GMMTV never did a spin-off with them. There's a lot of things I will never forgive GMMTV for, and that's just one of them. But yeah, First and Gwen are amazing. Like Dan and Yoke are just killing it. They're killing it. They are. They bring it all the time. I really love that scene where Yoke goes to visit him in the police station and he just walks up and he just kind of saunters, just like, yeah, I do bad things, but like, I'm just walking into the police station, all sexy like, and you're like, oh, hi, you want to go out on a date? Well, I didn't do it justice because I'm not very I don't know. But yeah, that was a good scene. That was one of their better scenes. Well, besides that kiss scene was really good. God, man, episode 9 was just amazing. I mean, it's all been amazing, but episode 9 was like the episode. Until I guess I see episode 11. I'm really scared about episode 11, to be honest, because it's like I have no idea what's going to happen. And I really want them all to live. Like, I've never wanted a cast to live more in my life than I do for these boys. But honestly, just given the situation and just given the nature of the show, I am not sure if everybody's going to make it. I want them all to make it, but I don't know if they are. I'm praying that they all make it. But you never know. But yeah, I really do like Yoke and Dan's dynamic because it just you wouldn't think that would work out very well because Yoke is very artistic and I mean they're both artistic, but like Yoke really feels it with a passion. And yeah, and Yoke is such a sunshine. Like he really is like one of the more positive boys in the crew, right? Because he's always giving advice to his friends. He's always seeing things kind of in a good light. And so, and honestly, you radiate to people towards that. Like even if you do. And so I think that's why Dan is so smitten with Yoke because he sees that kind of sunshine in a world that's pretty dark. Not Me's world is pretty dark and gritty. And so you have someone just admitting, sunshine. And so it's like you want to be around that, you know. Yeah, I'm also preparing for some of them to die, or at least maybe end up in jail. I don't know. I don't, because this show is so different from anything that GMM TV has done before. I'm not sure how far they're willing to go um in that regard. So I'm thinking that they're going to end up in prison. Like for sure some of them maybe, or all of them. I don't know how that doesn't happen. But we're only into episode 10 and there's like four more episodes to go. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. I don't want them to die. I really don't. Like I really want some of them to get happy endings. I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I'm going to say it anyway. I really want Graham and Eugene to get together. Nobody wants that. Like nobody, like everybody's cheering for Graham Black. I just don't think that that's a thing. And people, and I like, there's no evidence that it is, even though there's like these figurines like on Black's like bedside table or whatever. I just don't think they're actually a thing. They haven't very made. I mean, I don't know. Black hasn't been with the actual crew for some time, so I don't know. Um, but I definitely want Eugene and Graham to get together. I'm probably like the only person that thinks that way though. I will stand on that hill by myself though. I don't mind. um but yeah, episode 11 is gonna look very intense. Well, they're all intense, but I'm really happy about is that, you know, White went back for Sean and like rescued him out of that out of the garage. I just don't see any attraction on Eugene's part. Yeah, because Eugene is kind of into, I don't know if she's still into Black. I don't really know. Um, I don't, but I know like for episode 9, oh sorry, episode 10, Eugene did smile after Graham left, you know, after he wrote on her arm. So maybe she's coming around. I don't know. I would hope. I mean, she doesn't have to end up with anybody, you know, she doesn't. Like she can be, you know, strong and independent and it's fine. I just think that they're cute and that's what I would want. But you know, the writers obviously have different ideas than me, or they may have the same idea than me. I don't know, but we'll see how that figures out. But like I said, I think I'm the only one who really wants Graham and Eugene to like run off to the sunset and like because I just need somebody to live. Like I just need somebody to live. I don't see Sean. Well, maybe Sean and White. Like if they run away from Black, I don't know. uh, I definitely want them to run away from Black. Like I definitely want uh Sean and White to be like, fuck this, and to like ride off into the sunset in the motorcycles. That would be cool. I mean, I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't think so, but because they're in too deep. But I definitely want that to happen. You know, because I think that would be, or maybe, or maybe someone could like Thelma and Louise it. You know, have you guys ever seen? If you guys have never seen Thelma and Louise, it's a movie with Susan Sarandon and Gina Davis. And they play, well, they're both like kind of women that have been like beaten down by society. And so they decide to rob banks. And so they rob banks for a long time and then they get caught by the police, or they're in a police chase. This is actually a pretty famous scene, so I'm not giving anything away. And so they go off a cliff, like in their car, and they obviously, you know, they don't make it because it's like a cliff. But I think somebody should Thelma and Louise it. Graham has been looking so angsty for the last few episodes, so I just want for him to be happy. Doesn't matter with whom. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want him to be happy too. Like, I want all of them to be happy, but yeah, I want Graham to be happy. it doesn't have to be with Eugene. It could be just like him going to law school and finishing his degree and, being, a social justice, I was gonna say social justice warrior, but like, being like a public defender, or working like with activism, or being a community organizer, something along the lines of those lines. I think that would be good. Um, or to end up, I don't know if the so they only mentioned this once, and I'm not sure how accurate this is, because like, so there's a female classmate that they always talk to, and I forgot her name on the show. I don't know her name, but she's a trans actress, and so she joked around, was like, yeah, I'm just your trans ex-girlfriend. He could go back to her. Even though she's kind of like, in the system. I don't know if she's in the system, but she definitely doesn't feel like the system is that broken. And I like her viewpoints, because you need somebody to balance that out. So he can go back to her if she wants him. I don't think she does, but that would be kind of neat. Yeah. Um. Actually, who could Graham end up with? Nooch? Is that her name? Sorry, I'm pronouncing that way wrong. I have trouble with like Thai pronunciations. To be honest, I have trouble with a lot of them because it's just like sometimes I have to really practice. So if you guys watch my regular videos like on Thursdays, I take about like 4 days, or like 4 days, to practice my enunciation so I don't sound like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference or not, but because they're not American names, and I have to really practice. And because I have like I don't know if I have dyslexia because I've never been diagnosed, but I know that I can have like a little, I don't know, speech impediment or something. I don't know what it is, but so I have to practice really hard. So NUCH. Thank you, Joy, for putting that in the chat. Anyway, and I hope you didn't mind that talk about my dyslexia. I don't know if it's dyslexia or what it is, but anyway, I hope it doesn't reflect too much. I don't know. But yeah, so back to Not Me after that little aside. Um, just talking about shrimp. Sorry. Anyway, oh yeah. So for predictions for Not Me episode 11, I know that White went off to rescue Sean after he got left in the garage. I don't know where he took him to though. I think they're back because in the garage, like that's where Sean's apartment is. So I don't think they could take him there, right? I don't know, but it looked like his bedroom. So I don't know. I don't know where he took him. And then I know that there was a picture where Yoke and First and Gawain were both in like hospital gowns. So I don't know if they're gonna end up in the hospital at some point. Huh. Yeah, we will find out tomorrow because that episode is gonna be coming out tomorrow. I always get really nervous with shows that I really really love. Think it's the tent building. Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, that would make sense if it was in the tent building. If that's where he took Sean to. You know what's so funny is I really thought Sean knew this entire time that it wasn't black. Like I honestly thought that. Like I really honestly thought that Sean knew, but I guess he didn't. Obviously, because of episode 10. But yeah, I was really surprised that he. Well, I knew that he wasn't gonna fight back because he's in love with White so much. But I really thought that he knew. Did you guys think that he knew too, or were you guys surprised? I was super surprised. Um, that was God, that song. What I love too about Not Me is like the songs that they use. because they use a blend of like English songs and Thai songs and just like atmospheric songs. Um, and their soundtrack is so amazing. Like honestly, I listen to it like almost like every other day. Oh, you think that he knows? I just don't think he knew that they switched back. I mean, that could make sense, right? That that they would that he knew, but he didn't really know. Um, so yeah, sorry, I'm switching my playlist right now so we can play that. Ugh. Oh my god. It's you. It's you. It's you. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Let's see. They red herringed us with all this looking at the glasses, asking about siblings, only for him to be clueless. They did, right? Because in before episode 9 and episode 8, where like Sean ties White up in the room or whatever, I thought he was testing him. Like I thought like that was like, him trying, and like he looked at the marks that, White had, just make sure it was like the same person. So I really honestly thought that like, he would have figured it out or something. But I mean, maybe like Rebel in the Blue said in, that they're that, maybe he like didn't, maybe he knew, but like didn't know that they switched back. I don't know though, because I figure like I honestly don't know, because it's like there was clues, right? Because Sean took White's button, um, and I don't know. I thought he knew. I really thought he knew. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry about the sneezing. I know I can't control that, but still, it's just I. Hopefully, it wasn't that loud. Anyway, thank you for the Zoom tight though. Um, So yeah, honestly, I this show has been like giving me such a whirlwind of emotions. Like one thing, I really thought that Sean knew, one, and then two, why Black waking up and immediately choosing violence. I guess that shouldn't be that surprising, but they just like he just went at it with that bat. And then what else has been surprising? That whole like Graham situation, it's been surprising because everybody was like, "Oh, it's Grand Black. Like, look at there's clues and stuff," and then it ended up not being the case, or I don't think it's the case anyway, the way that people want it to be. And Dan Yoke, like, I really thought Dan was like a bad person, or like going to be revealed as a bad person, and then it turns out that he's not a bad person. Um, Todd was always suspicious to me though. Like I never trusted Todd at all, because he just had that super obvious villain look to him, you know. But I was just like, "Ugh, would they really be that obvious about Todd being the villain?" But they kind of are, right? Maybe the twist is Black wanting Graham. I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's a good point, but I honestly don't know. I honestly don't think that Black is into anybody, to be real. Like, I just think like he is not about that life, which is fine. He can be the violent twin, I guess. I knew it was Todd Black all the time, and I was right. I don't trust Dan. Honestly, really, if I'm being real, I really do think it's Todd Black. I really do think so. I know that we only got a snippet, but I really do think so. Of course, I could be wrong tomorrow. Like I could be very wrong, but just based on the preview and stuff, like I just think that it's Todd Black, and the Todd like messed up, obviously, and Graham is coming. And sorry, ooh, wrong person. So I think Todd and Black are a thing, and that Black is getting back. Obviously, he's going to get it back at Todd for like betraying him or doing something to him and being like, I don't like, just attacking him. Black is into punching. That is very true. Black is into punching. That is very accurate. Um, I don't know if I trust. I mean, I think I trust Dan a little bit more than I did in the beginning. Um, let's see. They are. Todd was the one who suggested he become black to begin with. That was always sus. And Enola wants it to be Todd Black or would like it to be Todd Black. I trust my men. I don't know who your man is. Are you talking about Dan? Are you talking about Dan? Is that your man? Oh man, Dan. Okay. I mean, I don't know though. I always think that I want to trust Dan, but he's a policeman, so I don't know. I mean, he's not a very, to be real though, he's not a very good policeman. Like, if I'm being terribly honest. So maybe we should trust Dan because he's a bad police officer. I don't know what would make him like. I don't know what would make him a good police officer. I guess if he did his job and like arrested them, that would probably what being a good policeman is. But as of now, he's kind of a bad one, right? Because like he fell in love with like a delinquent, and he's like, yeah. So that's what I was like, or is he a good one because he isn't corrupt? Yeah, I mean that could be it, right? Because he didn't arrest he didn't arrest uh Yoke when he could have. He didn't rat out. Well, though we don't know. Also, Todd Black is Singun, which brings us back to Puppy Honey. Oh my God, you're right. They were all in Puppy Honey together. That's so funny. Yeah, nobody trusts cops in this house either. So I don't trust policemen. But I don't know. Maybe Dan will prove me wrong, and then we'll all be like eating. What are you eating, crow? GMM TV is a revolving door of actors. Yeah, yeah, they are. What I really wish, what I really wish that they would do though, is not leave some of them in the basement. But I'm not here to drag GMM TV today. Although I most certainly could drag them. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stretch because it's been sorry. Here's my coat today. I know you guys don't see my costumes normally during the whole thing because I am sitting down for the most part of my videos. So now that's fine. Drag away. Yeah, I just don't like how GMM TV does things most of the time. I know people were starting to give them. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I got this from a shop online called Scarlet Darkness. They sell kind of goth clothes and Victorian pieces. And that's like my aesthetic. Um, so like when I'm not sorry, there's my mom. She's cooking. When she's not making sorry. Oh my god, I got distracted. Yeah, so they make like goth Victorian and like steampunk wear, and that's my aesthetic, so that's where I got my coat at. But thank you for complimenting my coat. I wanted to look very for all of you. So I hope that you enjoyed it. Because I know because I wear costumes on my regular videos too. I have a Zilon cosplay outfit that I wear, and then I have like various hand foods that I bought. So I really like dressing up. I really think that it brings out. I really just think it brings out another aspect to my videos, and I think it's fun. Hopefully y'all enjoy watching, or I hope you all enjoy looking at the different costumes. I like dressing up, so that's why I do it. But yeah, so GMMTV does a lot of things that I don't particularly enjoy as a company. Like I realize that they're there to make money. Thank you. Thank you for liking my costumes. Yeah, I put a lot of effort into them. Yeah, cosplay for life. It was really kind of like not a spur of the moment decision on my part. Is it's like when I decided that I would do like when I would make my YouTube channel, and I realized that I was doing something that a lot of other that I was joining BookTube, and there's a lot of people on BookTube, and I was just like, well, how do I make myself stand out? And so one thing that I could think of to do was just to wear costumes. So that's really how that came about. And I enjoy it. I enjoy dressing up. It's just, yeah, I'm glad you guys like it. I will keep doing that. But yeah, um, GMMTV does a lot of things that I don't enjoy. Particularly, I understand that they are a company and they need to make money. However, there's smarter ways to make money than the things that they choose to do. Like for example, like the most recent example that I can think of is the new Earth Mix show. What's that? Cupid's Last Wish. They chose to go, and I understand why they chose to go this way because Disney bought up this platform called Hotstar, and obviously Disney has all the money. Like globally, they just have all the money, and so they decided to stream it there, and that's fine. But then they decided not to make it available for like international audiences on YouTube as well, like on like at the same time. No, I know, but there was a series that they did before this. It was like 555 or like or half. I don't know. It was with Nanon and like a bunch of other people. Or they also put it on Hotstar and then they put it on YouTube. Like either the same day. It was like the same day that they did that, and that got tons of views on YouTube and the merch and stuff. So like I don't understand why they couldn't do that. Yeah, they also should have let international fans know in advance that they were going to do that because they didn't market it that way at all. They didn't they just put Earth and Nyx out there and to promote their show. And then they're like, oh, wait, but you can't watch it. I'm like, why are you doing it this way? And I'm glad that I feel like the fans, like international fans, pressured them enough to where GMMTV had to make an announcement that it was coming to YouTube. So I don't know if you guys have listened to my other podcast because I do have a podcast called BL Can't Save You .com. Sorry. Well, that's my website, but the podcast is BL Can't Save You. It is on Spotify. And other platforms as well. So if you want to take a listen to that, on my podcast, I talk a lot about business decisions around. I talk about sometimes about business decisions and just BL community in general. Natalia, who you may know more as Soju Nights on Twitter, is my co-host now, or she comes on and helps me. Yeah, so she makes a good point. It's like they could put it on Disney Plus. I just want to watch Grind, damn it. Grid? I don't know what that is. But anyway, like I believe that they could have made as much money. She does. But that's good, we both talk a lot. But I think that GMMTV the smarter thing for them to do would have been to keep Disney on the Hotstar. On Hotstar, like if that's what they wanted to do, but also release it on GMMTV at the same time, because then they would have gotten the revenue from Disney Plus, and you got merch from the the international fans. Because let me tell you something, international fans spend money. They do. For example, like when everybody was watching Bad Buddy, they were selling freaking door hangers, okay? Door hangers. And people bought those. People bought door hangers. Make it make sense, please. Make it make sense. I mean, I don't know. I mean, even I bought some stuff from them. I bought some merch from Bad Buddy. If you guys saw my other video of Mano unboxes things, I mean, yeah, I think it could be a little bit of, being spoiled or whatever. They don't have to do it, but like, they, the thing with that is like, if they set the expectation, because they do put a lot of their shows on the YouTube channel and they do sub a lot of their shows, like even even the Luckhorns, some of them do get, do get subbed in English. Like one of their more popular Leghorns now is called The Player, and they put that up on YouTube right away, and people loved it. People love that show. So, it's kind of like, yeah, they don't have to, but they can't. And like Natalia says, like, you can't really complain if the people are going to pirate, because in that case, people are just going to watch the show anywhere else. Like, if they really want to watch Earth Mix, and they do, because Earth Mix are a very popular pair, then they're going to find a way to watch it, and you're going to lose that ad money. So would you rather people pirate your show and then lose ad money, or have it in a place where people can watch it? Like they could have put it on Viki too. Like, if they really wanted more money, they could have put it on Viki. They could have put it on Gaga. They could have put it on any platform like that and still put it on Disney Hotstar. It's not that there's not other platforms where they could, get subs from. They could even put it on iQIYI if they really wanted to. It's not impossible. Um, you know. So right, they don't have to put it on the YouTube channel. They could use the other pay subscription services that there are. KBLs are all on Viki. remySky is on Viki. Our Days, this is the new show. It's like also basketball related or whatever, is on Gaga. Like, there's different options that you have, or that GMM TV would have, to still get money. So, they can't really complain. But they will complain because that's what they want to do, but they can't really do that. Man, I didn't mean to drag on GMM TV that long. But they just get on my nerves sometimes. Like, they're just so annoying. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that they could have had as much money if they chosen to play it on GMM TV, the YouTube channel, or they could have, used like iQIYI or Viki or Gaga? What do you guys think? As I drink my coffee. Yeah. Let's see. What other BLs am I? Yeah. So we'll see. We'll just see what happens with Not Me tomorrow. I'm really scared. I really hope none of them die tomorrow. I don't think they will, though. At least not tomorrow. From a money standpoint, it is a bad idea. Or which one? To have it on Viki, or to have it on anything else? I don't know. I don't know what would be a bad idea, but anyway, they're choosing not to, which is fine. I'm more excited about their other show that's coming up. I'm honestly more excited about Moonlight Chicken than I was about Cupid's Last Wish. Yeah, it was really a bad idea not to have an official international release. I definitely think so. Um, I definitely think so. All they really would have needed to do is say like, "Hey, we're gonna put it on Disney." Let's see. That's true about pirating our I guess those shows anyway and provides it where most shows of us. Yeah, I've also been hearing things about Cupid's Last Wish that it's not the best. Um, Apparently the director has decided to double down on some things that are questionable. Let's see. Don't say you don't want anyone to die with joy around. She lives for the pain. She's a fiction masochist. I don't, but that's the thing. I don't think anybody's gonna die on episode 11 because, like I said, there's like episode 12, 13. There's like three more episodes. There's gonna be three more episodes after that, so they're probably not gonna kill them for episode 11. Oh yes, Eclipse. Oh my god, with First and Cowtongue. I'm so excited for that. I don't know. I just and I've seen some of the I've seen First and Cowtongue like interact, and I've seen some of their lives. They are so cute together. Like I had no idea, but they were so freaking adorable. I'm definitely excited about Eclipse. Even though it's like a high school story and they're both like very much out of high school, it looks like it's going to be very dark and very tension filled. Um I'm sorry. I'm just reading some of your guys' comments. Joy wants the death. She yearns for the pain. She does. But yeah, First and Countdown are really cute together. Like Countdown and First, they look like they would be the kind of people that could be with anybody and like make it work. Like they would like if you put like a potato like bag in front of them, like they would somehow make that work. I definitely think that that is true about both of them. They're both so very cute, and they both seem like they're very like they're both in it, you know, and they both understand the assignment, so that's good. I'm always into pairs that understand the assignment because that makes it fun. Yeah, Singto too. Singto's like that. Singto is the kind of person that you put him with anybody and it's just gonna work. Like he's just gonna find a way to bring out that person's personality and character and just like kill it. Like the most recent example of Singto is of Paint with Love. I don't know if anybody saw that, but who knew I needed Singto and Tay Darvid together, right? Because it was so good. I know that show got a mixed bag, but I really like that show. It was actually one of the last like cute fluffy shows I've watched. Natalia, you like anything, so I don't know. Like I'm not like I don't I know you liked it. But yeah, I didn't know I needed Singto and Tay David together at all ever. And they were so good in that. They definitely killed it like in a good way. Um that was like the last fluffy show I've watched. Honestly, all the shows that I've been watching now have been like angst. I've been super angsty, so I'm watching like You're My Sky, which is pretty angsty. Like it's up, like I would give it like an 8 on the angst level. I'm watching a series called Our Days. That angst level is like a 9, only because the main character Mon is like he's a literal incarnation of Grumpy Cat. I don't know if anybody's seen that show yet. It's on Gaga Ulala. They only have like 2 episodes. Um, but I have been just watching all angst lately. So Our Days is pretty angsty. Um, Like seriously, Mod is like the like I said, he's like the little interpretation of Grumpy Cat. He just like he's so grumpy. Like I don't know what it is about that. And then I'm watching Semantic Error, which I mean I guess it's not that angsty, but like Senwu, uh is his name on the show, is also a grumpy cat, but like that I seem to enjoy that a lot. And what other show that has like angst? Oh, I guess Kissable Lips just finished. That was angsty only because of the ending. Um, I'm not gonna say the ending if you haven't seen it, but yeah, I honestly, oh my god, like I'm not, and Natalia and Joy know, we're in a group chat together. How little I know about K-pop or K-pop life or K-pop world, but when I saw Seham, Seoham, how do you pronounce that? I don't know. I was like, I need to stand K-pop. Like because he was so adorable and like and like and like so like oh he's just so cute. And like there was this one video where it was like a fan cam and he was dancing Love Shot, and I was like, yes, you all you needed to do is show me that video and I will now be into K-pop. I'm actually, you know what's so funny is that I'm not really into K-pop, but I'm into T-pop. So I'm into bands like Tilly Birds and Four Mix and um Gavin D. He's like the rapper. Um, but he has like really emotional songs too. Um, what other band? Oh, Trinity, I think is one of them. Um, it's an easy transition to the dark side. I just really love Four Mix. Like to be honest, like Ninja and George, oh my god, they could totally get it. They can totally get it. Oh my god, Ninja could definitely get it. I love Ninja. Um let Stray Kids into your heart. I do what other K-pop band that I really enjoy is only one of only because they do all the gay dancing. Like as soon as you show me gay dancing, I'm like all about that life. Um I I'm a big fan of gay dancing. But anyway, yeah, so if you show me more of that, then yeah, I'm totally into that. But anyway, yeah. Tilly Birds is really good. I love all their songs. I have them like on my Spotify. Four Mix is amazing. Like there was another they're with KS Group, I think. Like they have a YouTube channel. They have a bunch of queer artists on that channel. There's this other rapper called Sugar Baby or Sugar Baby. Man, the Sugar Baby can kill it. Like that rap that she has. I don't know how they gender identify themselves, so I'm just gonna say he for right now. Um, they Yeah, Third from Tilly Birds is really cute too. But yeah, so this Sugar Baby and man, that he has they have a rap song out and it's so good. Unfortunately, I can't play it right now because I will get copyright striked, and we don't need that to happen to me. But yeah, look for yourselves a KS Group. They have a YouTube channel. You can check out their songs after the live. Um, but yeah, I definitely enjoy T-pop, and I didn't think I would, to be honest. Like there wasn't like when I would listen to soundtracks, there's only one artist. Boo YouTube. Oh yeah, because of the copyright strike. I found that out the hard way. Um, Actually, I found that out when I was doing an IG because before I did the YouTube live, I went on IG. I went on my IG, which is I'm gonna plug my IG right here. Um, there it is. So I did a live on IG, and I was streaming. I wasn't streaming, but I was listening to music. I was listening to my Spotify playlist, and like within I think like 3 minutes of like a Lady Antebellum song, it like closed. Like it like ended. It like Instagram ended the live. So I found out the hard way that you really can't do that. But the music that I'm listening to now is like actually from Upbeats. It's free. It's free copyright, so that's why they haven't this down. Anyway, so that's good. Yeah. Um, yeah, YouTube is really on it about that. Most of them are really on about copyright strikes. So yeah. So I learned it the hard way as a first YouTube creator. Um, that you really have to be very careful about the content that you put in your videos if you don't want them to get copyright claimed or stricken. Because after like you get copyright strikes, if you get three, then you're out. Like then they'll just like end your YouTube channel, uh, like forever. I mean, you obviously create a new YouTube channel, but like I don't know how long that takes or whatever. But yeah, so I would rather not risk that at all because that would suck. I remember when I was starting out, it feels like I've been doing this forever, but I really haven't. But when I first, like 3 weeks ago, when I made my first YouTube video, and after that went well, and I made a second one, and I had this like subscription service that I got, and they swore that I wouldn't get copyright claimed at all because it was going to be free copyright music. And so I used their songs. I used one of their songs for my second video, and then it got a copyright claim. And I, as a new YouTube content creator, was such in a panic because I didn't know what to do. Like, I was just like, oh my God, like, what do I do? Like, I don't know what to do. This is my second time. But it was pretty, I don't want to say frightening, but it was definitely like a learning experience. And so I've been very careful about the things that I put into my sound, into the videos now. But as I've been like YouTubing and like learning about resources and things like that, I've been, I watch a lot of YouTube tutorials and they told me where to go. So like now that shouldn't happen. But yeah, I was really worried that my YouTube career would be like one video. I mean, I'm glad that it worked itself out and I know better now, but yeah, it was a really big learning experience. Um but that's how you learn things, and that's how you grow, and that's how you get better. Um Update though on that front is I'm getting a new microphone. So I know and some of you guys mentioned before or commented me on my Twitter or just have spoken to me about some of my sound issues. So hopefully I'm getting a new microphone today. So after I set that up, I'm hoping that fixes the sound issues because me and Natalia went over the video, like the video aspect, and that's fine. Like I figured that out really quickly, and so the video quality should improve. But my audio should be getting better. I'm not. So this mic I'm using right now is a Samsung mic, and it was actually on loan to me from one of my friends who's an editor, who like would do like beats and stuff for like artists. And so like it's really I mean it really worked like for a while. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on with it now. Because it works sometimes and then it doesn't want to work. So like I don't know why that is. But hopefully the new mic should fix it. At least I'm hoping. I'm hoping it does. And I'm hoping that you guys can give me some feedback when I do have it installed, so that way I know if it works or not. Because like honestly, like the sound is really important because obviously I need you guys to hear me when I'm reading, or you know, when I'm, doing my unboxing stuff. That's really important. So hopefully you guys can let me know if that does fix any audio issues. Um, because honestly, I want to make the best content for you guys. Like that's really why I started doing YouTube. It's like I one I had already been doing the podcast for about a year now, and I wanted to do something like I just wanted to do something else, and I didn't know like what to do. And I'm not very good at technology, so like I couldn't figure out how to do reaction videos. I can figure it now, but I really was like, well, what do I do? Like, what can I do? Basically, was the question I asked myself. I was like, well, I can talk a lot, and I have a passion for books and reading, so I could do that. So, that's really why I started um, doing the YouTube channel. And so it's really, this is really important to me. Like, it's a passion of mine. Um, I'm just glad that I found an audience and that people seem to enjoy it. At least I hope y'all do. Y'all can let me know if you don't, and then I'll do something else. But yeah. So it was really important to me to get everything right. And there's always a learning process with anything. Like you're not always going to be like at 100%, or you're not going to know anything like right away. But I'm hoping that you guys see that I'm making improvements with my video editing, and with like my putting in sound effects, and just being more engaging. What am I? Oh, thank you for thinking that. um, so I'm currently. Oh, so I bought some new novels that are pretty short. So this one that I bought is like The Perks of Loving a Wallflower. It's like my first. It's gonna be my first lesbian Regency romance novel. I'm excited to read it because it's like one. I just didn't think that I would ever see that as a thing. Like, as growing up as a fellow queer, and growing up, not really having a lot of, or not knowing about a lot of resources, and not knowing about, LGBTQA literature at all. For me to find that book has been eye opening and has been great. So I can't wait to read it. And like, get all excited and like Twitter pated when they hold hands. you know, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm currently reading. And that's what I'm about to read. Um, mhm. And then I bought another book that's a big chunker. It's called The Ordinary of Orange Tree, that I'm excited to read, um, because it has all the things that I love. So it has empires, it has strong women, female leads, it has political intrigue. So I'm really all about that life. So I'm very excited to start reading that. hmm Um, yeah, I'm really excited to start reading all those books. I don't know if I'm gonna read, honestly, because right now I'm doing Heaven's Official Blessing, for the moment. And I don't know. I'm obviously gonna finish that because I already started. But after that, I think I might switch it up. I'm not sure. Yeah, yeah, that book is super massive. So I better get started on it soon. In fact, I'm probably gonna start reading it today. Um, Actually, that's what I was thinking about doing for the channel. Because I'm taking a look at other booktubers. I didn't even know that booktube was a thing, by the way. But I'm taking a look at other booktubers and what they're doing. And like, while yes, I have my own style, and like, you shouldn't copy people because everybody is unique. But I am gonna, take some inspiration for them, and either talk about the books I'm reading, or give my own personal reviews on them. I don't know, because it's honestly like it's a mix of like what people like, So I want to do content that y'all like and that y'all would be interested in seeing. That's important to me. Um, but yeah, I also want to do reviews like for BL shows. Um, I just have to figure out like when to do them because as of right now, I'm doing 2 videos a week. So I'm doing like my regular like Heaven's official blessing video, and that's on Thursdays, and then I'm doing the Meta reviews or Meta recommends videos on Fridays. So I think if I were to do reviews on BL shows, it would be on Friday. Because then I thought about making another set of videos for that. But I don't know. What do y'all think? Should I keep that on Fridays and do that instead of like my Mana recommends video, or should I make another or should I do another video like separate and like do all the reviews on those videos? What do y'all think? Opinions in the chat box. In the chat box. What am I? Mm, Dale's coming at 110. Okay, got it. Love it. I know you already read it, so. But what? Yeah. So, what do you guys all think? So, should I like make other? It's like, should I do like another video where I'm doing like BL reviews, um, and then keep that on Friday? Whatever brings you joy. Yeah, I mean, it all brings me joy. Like it all makes me happy. I just, I don't know. It all makes me happy. Like everything that I've been doing has been made me very happy. Whether it's the podcast, whether it's doing my YouTube channel, um, it's all brought me immense joy. I mean, that's a lot of work, um, but it has definitely made me a lot happier. Oh, oh, love it was not for the book. I meant your content and schedule. Oh, thank you. Thank you for loving my content. Thank you guys for all the positive feedback y'all have given me. It's really encouraged me to keep going. Um, so I actually did a little bit past time because I only said it was going to be about an hour. Um, so we've made a little bit past that, and I actually do have to get going because I have people over. Well, I have people going to come over later. Um, so I just want to say thank you all for most people can listen to BL content all day. But I just want to thank you all for, joining my live stream for the first time. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you guys, I guess most of you have already subscribed to the channel, so I don't need to do all that bag. But if you have friends that might enjoy my content, please send them over my way. I very much appreciate it. And if you have any like other suggestions, please feel free to let me know. I'm on Twitter every day. Oh, I also have a new Discord channel. Well, it's not new. But I really am trying to build a community there. That's my Discord. I should have wrote that down. Anyway, I have a Discord channel that y'all can join. It's free. And I really want to try to build a community. I really want to do a book club for my fans. It sounds weird to say it that way, but like, people that enjoy my content um and that want to have a little bit more interaction with me if they're not on Twitter, or if you're on Twitter but like you want to get a little bit more personal interaction from me, then you can join me on my Discord. And I want to hopefully do a book club and maybe like stream or do like an episode day where we all like watch a particular BL episode. That would be fun to do. I really want to do that. And then all my socials and stuff are on my description box. If you want to buy any of the books, you can use my Amazon link, and I get a portion of that. I get a portion of those funds. So if you use my Amazon affiliate links, I get some money. And if you like merch and if you want to buy pretty things, I also have a Redbubble store that you all can purchase, like mouth pads. I have different products available. So please consider. And if I've been looking for Heaven's Official Blessing Volume 2 is already out. So you can definitely purchase that on Amazon. It's really chunky too. Like, look at, I don't know if you can see, it's very chunky. Um, yeah, so just take a gander, I guess. But yeah, like I said, I really want to thank everybody for visiting, or not for visiting, but I really want to thank everybody for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy all your feedback, and you all have been such a positive. You all give me so much positive reinforcement. So thank you so much for that, because it really does mean a lot to me, and it really lets me know that I'm doing a good job. And just follow me on Twitter and say hi, DM me, or get on my Discord, and then we can talk there, or whatever you're comfortable with, because I am wanting to engage with more of my peoples. Um, so yeah, but it's been really fun, guys. Hopefully we'll do it again soon. Thank you all for joining. Bye.